I dress, you know I dress fresh to death. Free with how I shine, free to speak my mind. Free from busters, cause they such a waste of time. I hope you get yours, cause I got mine. I wanna be free. I gotta be free. I love to be free.
Time where they were sent to group homes.
That's amazing.
While they was getting, some of them were going to group homes, some of them were going to halfway houses, some of them were going to shelters or whatsoever, and
That's a blessing.
it was about 22 of them. And out of the 22, I think about 6 or 8 of them actually went and finished college. You know, so that was like, ooh.
That's a really good number statistically wise.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So I spoke to the judge to see, because I kind of knew. I said, okay, this time I know at the end of these 12 months of probation or whatsoever, I'm going to have that final court date. They are going to lock me up and throw away the key. There's no way. They say in the state of Florida, you need 47 points in order to go to prison. I had 49 and a half. Now, I'm upset now because on that same time of me being on probation, now this is how karma comes into play. I was being good for a long time, and I guess, you know what I'm saying, karma came back for all the times that I got away, you know what I'm saying. So I got stopped one night, and it was raining. I was on my way to Blockbuster to get a movie, and my wife had left and went to Chicago, so I'm like, ooh, I'm home by myself, I'm gonna get me a movie, everything's gonna be good. And this car passes me by on the northbound side of the street, and he's flying, and it's in the rain. The car gets to the corner, slides, turn around, bang, all 4 doors pop open, they jump out. Come here. I said, excuse me. Oh yeah, so now they pull out their badges. They said, you see that pink house over there? Yeah. We're gonna give you $300 and you're gonna go in there and you're gonna buy some strawberry crystal meth. I said, I'm not doing nothing but going to Blockbuster to get me a movie. He said, well, if you don't, guess what? This crack pipe is yours. So you make the choice. I said, I'm not going, arrest me, because that's not mine. So they arrested me. So I go back in front of 24 karat gold. And he reads the report. And he starts laughing. And I'm like, what is he laughing about? You know what I'm saying? He said, this report says that they saw you at approximately 11 p.m. walking down the street on a main street, federal highway, in the rain, smoking a crack pipe. They were in an unmarked vehicle with dark tinted windows, and it's raining. How could they see that? Oh my God, excuse me. He said, how could you even keep the lighter lit in order to smoke? And I'm saying, I wondered the same thing. He says, okay, this is really funny. He said, but because they arrested you and you were already on probation, and because of whatever, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm sorry. Your charge carries a minimum of 5 years. Turn around and kiss your wife goodbye. I said, wow. So my wife falls to pieces, and I stand there with the ultimate calm. And I put my arms out for the bailiff to put the cuffs on me. And we started to walk away, and he said, wait a minute. Judge Ronald Alvarez wrote a letter and sent it to him with a gold seal of Palm Beach Court circuit on it. He said, is this real? I said, yeah. He said, I mean, you know, because I know that the streets could be crafty. Is this real? I said, yeah. And he said, court's in recess. Hold up, don't take him yet. And he picked up the phone and he called Judge Alvarez in Palm Beach. To this day, I can't tell you what they said to each other. But when he hung up the phone, he said, bring him back, bring his lawyer, everybody come to the bench. He said, look.
Did they do like the side thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
He said, look, this man got 49 and a half points. I can't lock him up today. This man is an asset, and he's changing lives in other places. I can't lock him up. He's got 47 points. All right, do what you got to do. Reduce the points to like 42 or 41 or something. Whatever you got to do that, you do that. Give him 6 months probation, 8 months probation, do 6 months, be off. I said, okay. He said, okay. They came back, okay, this is what we got to do, blah, 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 blah. You got to be monitored, blah, blah, blah. You still going to have to monitor for a little bit, but do what you got to do. And when I turned around, it was like God opened the courtroom doors for me. Nobody touched them, no nothing. And I just walked out of there. And by the grace of God, I'm still here right now. And I haven't done anything or been in anything, any type of trouble since. And that was my wake-up call.
Yeah, yeah, like, obviously what you do in the community counts.
Yes.
Right? Let's talk a little bit about that, because Mentor, you do a lot in the community as well.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to have people get on. You see what I'm saying? Because there's so much going on in society today, and we as a people have to get it together and do stuff for our community and reach one, teach one, grab them out. So tell us, outside of spitting poetry in the courtroom, what else were you doing? What you have been doing?
I was working with the domestic violence shelter in Fort Lauderdale. I would perform for them a lot. And even when I was on probation with an ankle monitor, they did a domestic violence awareness show in Young Circle in Hollywood. And they do it every year, and they put out a number of cardboard cutouts to represent all of the women who were killed through domestic violence. And I went there and I performed with Sheriff Al Lamberti at the time. And he was right there with me. We took pictures together. I performed or whatsoever. He had no idea I was on an ankle monitor. None, nobody. And he was the sheriff of Broward County. And they allowed me to get out to do that. So when Mark Gold saw the pictures, he was like, "Are you friends with him? Why isn't he here representing you? You know, he's a comedian too." And I was like,
He's very,
you know, he's busy running the county. You know what I mean? He ain't got time to come to my courtroom. He was like, "Wow, that's really impressive." But I think that's some of the things that I was doing or whatsoever. Did a lot of church events or whatsoever. And I'm basically open to new things, you know what I'm saying? The fact that I am a felon kind of holds me back from certain things like schools. They tell me I can't perform in the jail. You could take me to jail, but I can't perform in the jail because I'm a felon. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm having issues with that because I've been visiting like different organizations, just trying to find out what's going on in the community, and I'm trying to see what we can do with the youth in the juvenile system, right?
Right.
And a lot of these organizations are like, well, you know, nonviolent youth, you know, no records. They can't have this. They can't. And I'm thinking to myself, well, that's kind of like a catch-22, because how are we supposed to handle our youth, but yet they can't volunteer or do community service hours in places where it can probably make a difference and an impact in their lives.
This is
you see
true.
What I'm saying?
This is
so I don't understand how you can't perform in a jail and be a positive link and a positive outlook to the people in jail.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know how they do that, but you know what? I want to give a special shout out to a special young woman named Roshawn Banks. She is actually a judge in Broward, and she opened my eyes to so much that the system was trying to keep us from. They told me that I would not, by no means necessary, be able to register to vote. And I told her about that, and she laughed at me. She said, "Give me your information, and I'll get you a voter's registration card." I said, "Okay, whatever, you know." And I did that. And in a few weeks, they came, bang. And I said, "Well, how did you do that?" She said, "This is a lie. They tell you that to deter you from having your vote actually count." She said, how could they tell you that you don't have the right to vote and you're a free man walking around out in the world And I've just restored the rights of 1,800 inmates while they're in prison with their rights to vote. So how in the hell are they telling you you can't vote? This is your registration card. Do your thing. And I was able to vote that year. Voted for Obama. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, really.
Oh, so you can teach me a few things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta definitely.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I really, you know what I'm saying, I really thank her for that, because it gave me a liberty that I never thought I could have. You know, I was a long time considered that black sheep. They cast me out. You know what I mean? So this is why me and my boy M.E.N.T.O.R, we are the answer.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
These two,
Yes.
ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, these two here. Mentor, tell us a little bit about yourself for those that weren't listening before when you were here before. I want to talk to you too, Nat.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm just sitting here in amazement. It's funny how you can work with a person and be friends with them for so long, and then you hear something new, things that you didn't know. And I'm sitting there going, man, a tremendous amount of grace has been given to you in life on a number of occasions. So I was inspired by that.
You don't know how many times, man, that I said to myself that I should have been under the jail, or I should have been killed, or I should have been this, and God just kept protecting me. I didn't even get a scratch. I walked through the fire and hell couldn't scorch me. Wow.
Yeah.
Mentor mentioned grace. I want to give a shout out to Pastor Amos Benefield of Anointed Word Christian Center. He has been an inspiration to me, and he talks a lot about grace on Sundays at I call it the experience. So I just want to give a shout out to him because I know he's listening. I directed him, please listen today, because there's a performance that I want you to hear from Mentor and Mr. Whispers. So
and hearing you give your pastor a shout out, I want to give my pastor a shout out. Pastor Lorenzo G. Johnson of Excel International Church, every Sunday at 11 a.m. at Horace Mann Middle School in Miami. He is on fire. I played football with him in high school, actually, and he was the football player who used to lead the team prayer before every game, and he just stayed consistent with it. And yeah, I love my pastor.
Yeah, there's a lot of powerful men out there that are doing great things. So
Yeah,
shout out to all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But it's close to halftime, so I want to get this going. Like, if you guys are
So
ready.
what do you do at halftime?
I usually I either play a song or some of Mentor's poetry or some other conscious artists.
Right.
But
You play my poetry at halftime?
of course I do. Third Eye.
Well,
That's what's up.
Well, that's what's up. Well, then,
Third,
then
of
that
course.
means that you gotta get one or all three of my CDs.
Okay.
I have 3 different ones. The Passion of Expressions is my most intimate poem album because it's the first one I did after Mark Go Let Me Go.
Oh, really?
And, yes, it has 22 tracks on it. And then I have another one called The Flame Within that has 12 tracks, and my last one is called Encore that has 12 tracks as well. And
And cop every single last one of them, because for all of y'all out there in radio land, when you hear this man perform in a few minutes, you'll see why I kept him close to me, because he's the truth and he's very easy to work with. You know, iron sharpens iron.
Amen.
And, I can't wait for you all to hear the new poetry.
Oh my God.
From me and him.
Listen, guys, you're tuned
Yeah.
into Probation Station here on excitementradio.com. It's getting a little exciting up in here, so we're kind of, if you have any comments, questions, hit me up 305-749-6004. I'm just thankful that we have powerful men sitting here. I want to give a shout out to my homeboy Tyrone. He's up in here, filming and stuff. He's taking the time to come out here and support us. support Probation Station.
Yeah.
And I truly appreciate you, Tyrone.
As
for
always,
that.
man. Been doing it for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
no doubt,
been
Very supportive brother, right?
a
Definitely.
very supportive brother. So
Yeah.
I am embraced with 3 wonderful men up in this station, ladies. It's amazing. Positive things are happening. And with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and give the microphones to M.E.N.T.O.R and Mr. Whispers. And they will be performing, oh my gosh. It's on the RedOrBluePill CD, track number 10. It's on the Blue Pill side. Track number 10 called God versus Devil. So when you guys are ready, let's get it popping.
The world is mine.
No, the world is mine.
No, the world is mine.
No, the world is mine. See, I provide suppressed desires on tap to keep it easy to adapt to the hardest conditions. And the frictions between right and wrong, they don't last long with me. Cause I don't give you what you can feel, I give you what you can see. Touch, use, and abuse, any way you see fit. Cause in my loose cipher, you're always this shit.
No, the world is mine. And before you understood the concept of time, before the human species had the opportunity to intertwine with nature, it is impossible to fool me, Satan. I am your maker. And disappointed in you, the most talented angel in my army, see, I anointed you, and then you appointed you to fall out of my arms and create a realm of darkness and fire.
Yeah, that may be true. But the fire you speak of was created by you. And then you cast me out for using the ambition you gave to me to be a better me. And then you settle me as a minister of music. But I choose this absolute power without anyone suspecting. Ha! My lethal injection.
And a valuable lesson learned here is stubbornness and disobedience. I cannot be lenient with my discipline towards you. I am the Almighty, and I'm everything that is anything before you. And after you're long gone, my truth and my words and my works will live on.
And I will live on as long as there's darkness. I can illuminate enough light to make your people see what's not there, only to reach into my snare. I care less about your obedience. I was lenient on the ones that you favored, but there's power in temptation.
No, there's power in the blood and all those who worship and serve me. The evidence of this is fully explained in Psalms 23. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of my enemies. And with you standing right in front of me, Satan, I rebuke your negative energy.
We can do this. Rebuke this if you will. I still have power beyond measure. See, you treasure what won't die for you. Half of them won't even cry for you. But at least I tried for you. And the instant gratification I give them will make them lie for me. Die for me. So, ha! Whose world is this?
I've got the whole world in my hands, but it's giving me blisters. From sinners chasing money and power and refusing to get the picture. As a father, the unconditional love that I have for my children makes them richer than you will ever make them. And all those who pray to me sincerely, I will surely save them.
And once they sip my sin, it quenches their thirst. And most people will obey their thirst. See, I paint pictures and you quote scriptures that a lot don't understand. And I keep it simple. Even with the world in your hands, I'm the man.
And I can see you, Satan, undoing my works in every country across the land, putting fear in the hearts of my people and deceiving them from taking a stand on the promises of my words. My, the works of you, devil, works on my nerves. But you do serve a purpose. You see, there must be consequences for the actions of those who know this.
And yet they always do. And you want me to kneel to you, please? I can take your sheep with ease. I am the master of disease, and I breeze through your so-called faith and take any soul that I want and taunt the best of them. Here, you can keep the rest of them.
And why not? I want a powerful army anyway. Give me the best of them. The bottom line is the influence of you, devil, is just a test for them.
Yeah.
And you're nothing nice, but they're not alone. See, I sent Jesus Christ, and we're all familiar with the history. He died on the cross and paid the price. Call it the ultimate sacrifice that one can give, which is your very life. And what do you have to offer your souls? a venomous snake bite.
And the venom I put in them will send them straight to me faithfully, without your logic. Hemotoxic is what I love, so they're born with my toxins in their blood. Fiery yet icy at the same time. It's game time, so leave your mind, body, and soul at the finish line. You owe me!
The only thing that I owe you is exactly what I'm about to show you. Anybody who spends time in my presence will forget that they even know you.
Yeah.
My spirit is clean, like fresh water cleaning the impurities in your body. My wisdom is contagious and it's enough for everybody. Sadly enough though, everyone doesn't make it into my kingdom. What's a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul in eternal freedom?
And you gave them free will, so let it be as they will. I got dreams to kill. It is my ploy to kill, steal, and destroy. And I do this so swift. In everyday rhetoric, they don't believe I exist. While I feed on their desires, their passions is an easy asset. They will deny you, defy you 3 times before the cock crows, and I'll be at the end, waiting to collect their souls.
This may be the land of milk and honey, but I'm talking about the streets that are paved with gold. No more pain and suffering, and every man and woman is made whole. The simplicity of it all is astonishing and to my liking. You offer them misery dressed up as eye candy and tempting. I offer an everlasting overdosage of love, serenity, and blessings.
And I got advocates to step on your blessings. While you search for evangelists, I got advocates that were born scandalous.
And all over the world I have evangelists healing the masses from sickness and damages. There's light at the end of every dark tunnel, and all of my true followers understand this.
And I swallowed a lot of your followers and plagued them with habits. Remember Jimmy Swaggart? From the weak to the strong. Ha ha! Look at Eddie Long.
Look at the abundance of second chances that I have granted through prayer, praise, and song. The one thing that you fail to realize is the power of love. It trumps everything. It's too strong.
And that love is fake, because people love to hate. So I keep them under attack, and like dogs that roam from home, they'll always be back.
No, I'll always have their backs the same way that I protected Noah. And I have nothing more to prove to you, Satan. In fact, this conversation's over.
I'm a soldier. I got legions for every season. I unleash them for no reason. Face me, coward.
I have power.
And I devour.
And I inspire.
And I am desired.
I am the beginning and the end, the Alpha and Omega. I'm left standing in the final hour.
And I add sweetness to sour for fools.
You choose.
Hit clubs, tipping all the tricks. Free to make moves, free to go to school. Free with how I dress, you know I dress fresh to death. Free with how I shine, free to speak my mind. Free from busters, cause they such a waste of time. I hope you get yours, cause I got mine.